Hello, everybody. Um, Today I decided I will start a new channel called Family Biz. This channel will be about my family, a fairly new family. So this family includes myself, my fiance. I won't say his name. I'll keep him private. If you know who my fiance is, I don't have to say his name. But for those who don't, we'll just call him hubby. All right, so the start of this story is I met my hubby about a year and a half ago. Coming on 2 years, it'll be in April. And we didn't actually meet. We knew each other since high school, but we were never close. I actually went through a really bad breakup and I was scrolling on Facebook. He saw me one day make a post, and I guess he decided to shoot his shot. um, he's tried many times in high school, or even if he didn't, I saw him try with other females, and he's what you would call then a ladies' man. So I didn't pay him any attention. I never pay him any attention. I hate guys like that. Popular in everybody's faces. I hate guys like that. I hate them. But fast forward to today, or 2 years ago, um, he saw me post on Facebook. He reached out, and I was kind of reluctant to reply, but a couple friends of mine were like, "Girl, he's so sweet. Just give him a chance. Give him a chance." Said, "Okay." Multiple people who I really trust, kept saying, "Give him a chance." But in my mind, I'm like, "Wait a minute. I thought he was married." So I decided to respond back. I'm like, "Hey, hi, what's going on? I thought you were married. I thought you had a beautiful family," which the last I saw, he did have a beautiful family. What happened? He's like, "Well, hey, that didn't work out. Things didn't go well. I went to prison." I'm like, "Prison? What do you mean you went to prison?" He said, "Oh, yeah, I went to prison for 2 years." I'm like, "Why would you go to prison now? If you know my hubby, then he is a goofball. He was not even the class clown, the school clown. He's always in everyone's face, making everyone laugh. He's always energetic. He's always the life of the party. He's always smiling. He's just always a big ball of energy. That's just who my hubby is. So if you know him, then you know what I mean when I say, why would you, out of all people, go to prison? Long story short, he never had a driver's license. He was always driving, to go to work to support his family. Not a good idea, but that's what he did. He worked. It didn't matter how many times he got pulled over, he worked. Why he never got his driver's license, I don't know. He had a wife and 3 kids. Why they never worked on getting him a driver's license, I don't know. Me, personally, it would have been a different story, but hey, I don't know. So, anyways, he told me he went to prison. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. You didn't kill anybody, you didn't rob anyone. Okay, whatever. So, we talked and chat for a couple weeks or a couple days back and forth on Facebook, and we decided to meet up one day. He asked me on a date. I agreed, and that next weekend when we were supposed to meet out, he stood me up. Now let him tell it, he didn't stand me up. Let him tell it, his phone went dead, and he was hanging out with his family and his friends. His phone died, and he didn't know I was calling. I actually went to the restaurant we were supposed to meet at, sat there for almost 2 hours, ordered 2 meals just to give him the benefit of doubt, and he never came. So after that, I went home and I said to myself, I'm done. Like, we were supposed to meet. This is our first date. He stood me up. Yeah, I'm done. When I left there and I got on the interstate, mind you, we were in our city. which our home city, I actually live about 20 minutes away across the bridge in a totally different city. So I agreed to meet him in our hometown to have dinner with him, and he stood me up. So I leave there, I'm on the bridge, I'm headed back to my city where I live, and I get this call from him. So I look at the phone and I'm like, should I even answer it? Something said answer it. Camilla, answer it. So I answered it. I just wanted to see, I was curious what he would say. He tells me, "Oh, I'm so sorry. My phone went dead. I'm with my friends. Yada yada." I'm like, "All right, whatever. I'm done. Like, that's fine. You stood me up. Whatever. No hard feelings. I'm not dealing with this. I'm done." He begs and please, 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 please. I think I hung up on him and turned my phone off or whatever. I just didn't want to hear it. So a couple days later, he would not give up. He kept calling, kept texting. "What did I do? I'm so sorry. What did I do? Why are you mad at me?" I ended up giving him another chance. Gave him another chance. We went out on a date, a beautiful date. He actually bought me these sneakers that I sent him a message of one day. I'm like, "Hey, these sneakers look really cool." And he surprised me and bought the sneakers. He actually got the matching pair. We went out on a date wearing matching shoes and went bull riding downtown in our hometown. It was beautiful. It was a great date. After that date, we ended up going back to my place, and that was all she wrote. He never left. We've been together ever since. I don't quite remember agreeing to be with him, but yeah, let him tell it. That was it. He didn't need to ask me. I was his. So that's how that went. Um, it's been 2 years. April will be 2 years now, and I'm 4 months pregnant today. And we're still together. There has been some crazy ups and downs, but believe it or not, we're still pushing. The actual reason that I am documenting this is to kind of get into a crazy little incident that we have going on in our household. Today, I know there's a lot of issues with black and white and race, and I also know that people get a lot of pushback and a lot of bad talk about interracial relationships. I've never been the one to hate anyone because of their race, religion, creed, whatever, gender, whatever, sexuality. I don't care. If you're a person, you're a person. I love everyone. I'm actually in the human services field. I'm studying to be a psychologist, and I just believe that everyone should love everyone. Communication is the key. If we can talk about it, we can move past whatever we have going on. So, back to the story. My hubby was married and is still married to his ex-wife, whom decided to move on with her life when he was incarcerated. Mind you, they have 3 children. She stated that her reasoning was she had to do what she needed to do for her and her children. From what I've been told, when he got out of prison, she tried to rekindle their relationship, but she was already in another relationship with another man. He wasn't even gone a full 2 years, my hubby. He was only incarcerated for about 17 months. So within that 17 months, a couple of those months, maybe 6 months, he sat in the county jail. And at the 6 months mark, his wife came to visit him, the only visit that she came to visit him, with their son, and told him that she could not do it any longer. When she told him that, she hung up the phone, and didn't even hang up the phone. She dropped the phone and left. At this point, she was already in another relationship with another man whom she's still in a relationship today. He's a great man. I give him that. This is not to bash anyone, but he is a great man. So he has my full respect because he does everything he needs to do as a stepfather for those children, father, whatever you want to call it. He's a great man. So let's keep that noted. Anyways, fast forward. Me and my fiance are together for about a year, year and a half, and he gets child support papers in the mail. So I asked him about the child support papers. I'm like, hey, when we first met, you told me that you guys were in a relationship, that you were divorced, and you take care of your kids, and you send money to them, you pay child support, but here it is, you're getting child support papers, and they're saying that you are behind. You're not actually paying child support. So what's going on? Long story short, he lied to me. He was not paying child support. He actually quit the last couple jobs that he had to avoid paying child support. Strike one. I have 3 children myself. I wouldn't say I raised my 3 children alone, but majority of the time my children have been alive, I've raised my children alone, with the exception of my first son, whose father has always been there for him since day one. No questions asked. He even was on child support, always paid his child support, and still went over and beyond to take care of his son. So, a father not taking care of their children is the last thing that I'm going to accept. Especially when I had someone who wasn't doing the same with my children. Keep that on record also. I'm going to end this video at 12 minutes. I'm not going to take it too long, but this will be the first of many videos because I want to keep you guys in the loop of what's going on. I just want some feedback from the world because the treatment that my hubby is getting right now is outrageous. See you back for Family Biz.